Hello teachers, today I will walk you through how to use the digital format of the Unit of Inquiry board. So typically we usually have this display in the classroom, but since a lot of us are going back virtually or in a hybrid mode, this would be a good alternative to have, so then you can still show what you are doing in each unit of inquiry, what the class will be exploring. So when you open the resource, the next page will always be where the video tutorial link will be located. And if you have any questions about this resource, please feel free to contact me at contact.littleyellowstar@gmail.com. So when you come down here, right here it says samples. So these are the different samples that I have already created to show you the possibilities, different things you can do with the resource. So we have here 4 different samples, and right here is where the templates are located. So I've already created 4 different templates for you that you can just go in and make changes by typing, or you can just replace it with the different tabs that we have available. So this is where all the tabs are located. You can see these are the different tabs that you can use for the Unit of Inquiry board, and you can just copy and paste them on the template that you want. So again, they're all movable. You can move them, you can replace them however you want. These are the blank tabs, and these are the blank tabs with text right here. So you can just, if you do decide to use these tabs, you can just type in the text box and change the font or the size of the font. So if we take a look at the Unit of Inquiry board template right here, you'll see that I already put down some tabs for you. So if you just want to go ahead and type in the tabs, you can, or if you want to use the tabs that have already been typed, you can as well. For example, let's go ahead and edit this Unit of Inquiry board template together. Right here, I want to replace the transdisciplinary theme with who we are. So I'm going to scroll down to this tab section, and then I'm going to click on who we are, going to copy it, come back to this template, and then I'm going to paste it, and I can just drag it over on top, or if you want to, you can just delete this tab as well. And then I can just write down the central idea, the different lines of inquiry, and here the key concepts, learner profiles. I can also go back here and select the key concepts that I want to use. So there are 2 different types of key concepts. You can use the tab version, or you can use the key shape version. So let's go ahead and just use the tab version here. So I'm going to select 3. And then I copied it, and then now I'm going to paste it here, and I can just put it on top. I can make adjustment however I want. Say I want to delete that tab. There we go. So you can change it up however you like. If you want to change the background, you can as well. You can change the background colors by just selecting colors and just changing the background, or you can insert an image that you want. You can also search the web. So let's search for a wooden background. Let's use this one right here. So I'm going to select this one, click insert, and then I'm going to order it, send it to back, delete this background, and voila. And if you don't like it, you can go back and change it however you want. This is what a typical Unit of Inquiry board would look like. I display it a little differently. I use this format, and instead of typing the lines of inquiry right here, I type the key questions here, and then I put the lines of inquiry on top. So I'm going to show you, and everything here is movable, so you can create your own template if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna move this up a little bit and I'll show you how I like to display mine. I'm gonna go to this tab and select lines of inquiry and then copy and paste. So instead of going all the way back there, I'm just going to select these three. I'm going to copy and paste them. And then I'm going to rearrange them right here. Put them on top of one another. This. And I'm going to make them a tidbit smaller. And maybe just make them a little longer. So again, you can resize and reshape the icon however you like. So I'm going to make the central idea a bit smaller. Oh, that was, there we go. Okay. I'm going to move them over here, maybe right here, and then I'm going to go back and select the numbers. So let's use the circles. Again, copy, paste, and then I'm going to just make them smaller. And then just put them right here. Oops. There we go. Just moving them a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to display my lines of inquiries right here, and let's just type in some things. So here I'm going to use who we are, and this is just a sample unit. Copy and paste, and put it on top. Here we go. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, you can just delete the other one. And there we go. All right. And let's say our central idea is that people are inspired by the actions of others. And then let's say our first line is inspiring acts or inspiring actions. Let's say our key question is, what are inspiring actions? And that would be form. So I'm going to go and select form. I'm going to use the key shape, copy and paste. Delete this key and replace it with this one. Boop. And then learner profiles, that would be, let's say, inspiring actions, that would be so that would be like a communicator. There we go. So then I can replace it on top. All right, I finish editing this unit of inquiry board. I can just copy it. I can just copy the whole thing. Make sure that you take note that at the top there's a template number. So if you want to, you can delete this tab if you use the template, or you can just leave it there and only select your unit of inquiry. And then now I'm going to copy it And I am going to be using a Bitmoji virtual classroom with my students. So I have this display right here, Happy Monday, and then at the bottom I will be sharing this with the students and the parents. So I'm going to paste my unit of inquiry right here. Down here I've also posted a bunch of samples. You can see here, typically my unit of inquiry display is very interactive. It will look something like this, where you'll see student work display underneath each key questions as well, and the students can select the work or I'll select the work. It just depends. Right here I also have our action cycle, and the students will set their goal for the week, or if they are thinking about taking an action that week, they will set their goals. And I have 2 pages here because to accommodate all the students. And then we also have our wonder wall that's guided by the key concepts, and each one resemble a post-it note, so the students can come and write down their questions and categorize them within the key concept. Right here is part of the 6 planners display, yearly display. So I put planner 1, which is who we are, and then the students would put their work up here. And then once we are done with that unit, my plan is to take all the image, copy it, and then paste it here. So there's many different things that you can do with this. You can also go back here and you can also save it as a PDF file and send it to parents as part of your newsletter. You can also save it as an image. I like to use PNG file. You can use JPEG file, but PNG file is just easier because nothing gets distorted. So I really like to use the PNG file if you want to use it as part of your newsletter or things like that. You can also download it as a Microsoft PowerPoint, so you can edit this offline. You might not have access to some of the fonts that I'm using in the text box. And everything here is also available in a printable format if you want to actually display this in your classroom. The links will be under other products you might like, or you can go to my TPT store and check it out as well. Thank you again for joining me. You can also follow me on social media, on Instagram or Pinterest, if you want to know more about future updates. Or if you do decide to use this in your classroom or in your virtual classroom, I would really love to see how you display your unit of inquiry. Please feel free to tag me. Well, thank you so much, and bye-bye.